Outsourcing is a common part of the asset management business, but the whole process of managing outsourcing arrangements is a complex one, involving multiple stakeholders throughout the outsourcing lifecycle. So we were looking at ways to streamline the entire process and ideally manage this over a robust and user-friendly platform, while also ensuring compliance with regulations. To start with, we were looking for a solution that would give the various control functions within Nikko AM the ability to define and set the relevant standards and baselines that we wanted to implement and enforce around the outsourcing process based on the firm's policies. Once the standards were defined, we needed to allow the coordination between various stakeholders and give them the ability to do multi-stage approvals at different points of the outsourcing cycle, depending on the nature of the arrangement, materiality to the business, and so on. We also wanted to give our existing and potential vendors the ability to interact with Nikko AM through a secure portal rather than communicating and passing information through emails. This was very important from an audit and governance perspective. Finally, and perhaps most important, the solution needed to have the ability to perform both qualitative and quantitative risk assessment of the vendors against all the standards and baselines that we had defined. So in short, we're looking for a robust, flexible, and easy to implement and maintain solution that could help us meet all these requirements. And so we thought it might be a good idea to post this challenge as part of the IMAS DAP challenge to see whether any solution can be designed to fit our purpose. There were many responses to our challenge, so we shortlisted a few vendors and ultimately selected Stradegi's nFlows platform. What we liked about nFlows was its no-code nature. After receiving a couple of training sessions and working closely with the Stradegi team on this specific use case, the entire solution was configured by Nikko AM during the POC phase, as you will soon see. The POC demonstrated the capability of nFlows as a no-code business solutions platform. We also envisioned that nFlows can be used to streamline other processes, such as client onboarding process as the next use case. The potential is huge.
At Stradegi, we were keen to respond to the Nikko challenge because this is exactly what we had as a vision when we developed nFlows. To position nFlows as an enabler to the asset management ecosystem, to the industry, to help solve such business problems. And this particular challenge posed by Nikko allowed us to utilize all the functionalities and features of nFlows while helping Nikko solve a very specific problem quickly and in exactly the way that Nikko had envisioned.
At the beginning of POC, we had a couple of hands-on sessions from Stradegi. And after that, we pretty much did everything on our own. Our first step is to define the business data model that will allow us to capture all data points that we need. Then we designed the user interface for us to input the various data points. All this was done using configuration through simple clicks and drags. We next had to define the business rules and logic that would ensure that any data that came into the system was validated and was of certain data quality that we require. Probably the most interesting part was the designing our own internal processes using the nFlow Intuitive Process Designer. Again, just simple clicks and drags, we are able to get all our processes configured. The Process Manager also has a rich interface to understand bottlenecks and identify areas to improve efficiencies. Once we had all the data captured and flowing through the system, we need to be able to produce meaningful reports and dashboards. The nFlows reporting modules, which is also completely visual-driven and configurable, allow us to achieve this. We are able to produce the required dashboard and reports, including drill-down reports, using the various features available in the reporting module. nFlows also has a very powerful data visualization module. Through clicks and drill down, we can have a complete 360-degree view of our data to see various dependencies and how data is interconnected. So at the end of the POC, nFlows was successfully able to meet all our business requirements. The entire solution was configured by us at Nikko AM in about 4 weeks, completely by the business user ourselves, without the need of any technology help and not so much involvement from Stradegi. And we are pretty much ready to go live.
We see nFlows as an enabler for the asset management ecosystem. And what I mean by that is this. There are certain core functions within any asset manager. These would be around trading, settlements, performance, and so on. Very core and critical functions. And for most of these core functions, you also have very mature systems or applications that help in performing those functions very well. Now, we're not looking at nFlows to replace any of those core systems, but around these core functions, there are still so many activities, so many processes that even today, amidst the obvious push towards digitalization and automation, even now tend to get done in Excel or through emails. These could be around sales and distribution, client servicing, product management, legal and compliance, data management, reporting, procurement, vendor management, and so on. Now, these may not be core functions, but these are important functions in themselves and definitely need a governance framework around their execution. So our vision for nFlows is to sort of bring all these diverse manual activities and functions under one platform. That's the way we look at it. Now, the reason this has not happened historically is because it does not make sense from a cost perspective to have individual systems to cater to each of these functions. What nFlows brings to the table is one platform built using cutting-edge big data technology that can help to build full-fledged applications for these individual functions very quickly. And by quickly, I mean a matter of weeks. And more importantly, because of the no-code nature of nFlows, it means that the business users can do it themselves. We believe it can be a game changer for the industry. We're grateful to IMAS for facilitating the entire challenge and to Nikko for eventually selecting Stradegi as the winner of this particular challenge.